this video, I will discuss the 7 painful lessons for maintaining mental toughness in Stoicism, inspired by the teachings of Marcus Aurelius. By watching this video, you will gain valuable insights on how to cultivate resilience, adapt to change, and find inner peace amidst life's challenges. The lessons shared will help you develop a Stoic mindset, enabling you to control your reactions, focus on what you can influence, and embrace the impermanence of life. By staying Stoic and watching till the end, you will discover practical wisdom that can positively impact your life and help you navigate difficult situations with greater strength and clarity. Lesson 1. Embrace the impermanence of life. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism, as highlighted by Marcus Aurelius, is the importance of embracing the impermanence of life. This lesson encourages us to acknowledge that everything in life is subject to change, including our circumstances, relationships, and even our own bodies. By accepting the fleeting nature of things, we can find strength in adapting to and overcoming challenges. In our daily lives, we often find ourselves attached to certain outcomes or expectations. We cling to the idea of permanence and stability, seeking security and comfort in the familiar. However, this attachment can lead to suffering when circumstances inevitably change. The Stoics recognize this and advise that we shift our perspective and embrace the transient nature of life. Imagine a beautiful flower in full bloom. It captivates our attention with its vibrant colors and delicate petals. But as time passes, the flower fades and eventually withers away. This natural process reminds us that nothing in life remains the same. People come and go, relationships evolve, and situations transform. Recognizing this impermanence allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater equanimity. When we resist the impermanence of life, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. We may hold on to past grievances, yearn for lost opportunities, or fear the uncertainty of the future. This resistance can lead to feelings of frustration, disappointment, and anxiety. However, by practicing acceptance and embracing the transitory nature of things, we can find peace and contentment in the present moment. The Stoics believe that by accepting the impermanence of life, we free ourselves from the grip of attachment and desire. We learn to let go of what is beyond our control and focus on what truly matters, our own thoughts, attitudes, and action. By directing our energy towards what we can influence, we become more resilient and adaptable. Consider the example of a successful business person who suddenly loses everything due to unforeseen circumstances. The initial shock and devastation are understandable, but a Stoic mindset encourages them to accept the impermanence of their situation. Instead of dwelling on the past or succumbing to despair, they focus on rebuilding their life with resilience. They adapt to the new circumstances, seek opportunities for growth, and find strength in the knowledge that setbacks are temporary. Embracing the impermanence of life also invites us to savor the present moment and appreciate the beauty of what is here and now. When we realize that everything is subject to change, we learn to cherish the relationships, experiences, and joys that come our way. We become more present and mindful, fully immersing ourselves in the richness of each passing moment. Furthermore, by accepting the impermanence of life, we develop a sense of detachment from material possessions and external achievements. We recognize that true happiness cannot be found in the accumulation of things, as they too will eventually fade away. Instead, we find contentment in cultivating virtues, nurturing relationships, and living in alignment with our values. In conclusion, embracing the impermanence of life is a powerful lesson that Stoicism teaches us. By accepting that everything is subject to change, we cultivate resilience, adaptability, and inner peace. We let go of attachment, focus on what we can control, and find joy in the present moment. So let us embrace the beauty of impermanence and navigate life's ever-changing landscape with a Stoic mindset. Lesson 2. Control your reaction. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is the understanding that we have little control over external events, but complete control over our own thoughts and reactions. This powerful lesson emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and the ability to choose our responses to life circumstances. By practicing this lesson, we can maintain a sense of inner calm and avoid being easily swayed by external influences. In our daily lives, we encounter numerous situations that can trigger emotional reactions within us. These reactions can range from anger and frustration to sadness and anxiety. However, Stoicism teaches us that it is not the events themselves that cause us distress, but rather our own judgments and interpretations of those events. By recognizing this, we can take control of our reactions and choose a more measured and rational response. The first step in mastering this lesson is cultivating self-awareness. By observing our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, we can gain insight into our automatic reaction. This awareness allows us to pause and assess the situation before responding, giving us the space to choose a more deliberate course of action. For example, imagine someone cutting you off in traffic. Your initial reaction might be anger and frustration, leading to thoughts of revenge or engaging in aggressive behavior. However, by practicing Stoic principles, you can pause, take a deep breath, and consciously choose a different reaction. Instead of allowing anger to consume you, you can choose to let go of the incident, recognizing that it is beyond your control and focusing on maintaining your inner peace. Another aspect of controlling our reactions is learning to detach ourselves from external outcomes. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own actions and intentions rather than being overly concerned with the results. By accepting that we cannot control the outcome of every situation, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety. For example, imagine you have prepared extensively for a job interview. You feel confident and give it your best effort. However, despite your preparation, you do not get the job. In this situation, a Stoic mindset allows you to accept the outcome and recognize that you did everything within your control. Rather than dwelling on the disappointment, you can choose to learn from the experience, focus on the next opportunity, and maintain your motivation and determination. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages us to reframe our perspective and view challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of perceiving setbacks as failures, we can see them as valuable lessons and stepping stones towards personal development. By shifting our focus from external events to our internal reactions and mindset, we can cultivate mental resilience and maintain a sense of inner peace, even in the face of adversity. Stoicism also teaches us to practice empathy and understanding towards others. By recognizing that everyone is subject to their own interpretations and reactions, we can choose to respond with compassion and patience rather than judgment or anger. This ability to control our reactions not only benefits us, but also contributes to creating a more harmonious and compassionate society. In conclusion, Lesson 2 of maintaining mental toughness in Stoicism, which is to control our reactions, is a powerful reminder that we have the ability to choose how we respond to life circumstances. By cultivating self-awareness, detaching ourselves from external outcomes, reframing our perspective, and practicing empathy, we can maintain our inner calm and navigate through life's challenges with greater resilience and wisdom. Through the practice of controlling our reactions, we can truly embody the Stoic ideal of remaining steadfast and serene in the face of adversity. Lesson 3. Focus on what you can influence. One of the key teachings of Stoicism, as embraced by Marcus Aurelius, is the importance of focusing our energy on things within our control. In life, we often encounter situations that are beyond our influence, and wasting our energy and emotions on them only leads to frustration and dissatisfaction. By shifting our attention to what we can influence, we empower ourselves to make positive changes and navigate life's challenges with greater resilience. The Stoics believe that external events and circumstances are not entirely within our control. We cannot dictate the actions of others, control the weather, or prevent unexpected events from occurring. However, what we can control are our attitudes, actions, and values. This distinction between the internal and the external provides a powerful framework for maintaining mental toughness. By focusing on our attitudes, we can choose how we perceive and interpret events. We have the power to shape our thoughts and perspectives, allowing us to find meaning and purpose even in difficult situations. For example, instead of dwelling on a setback, we can reframe it as an opportunity for growth or learning. Our actions are also within our control. We can choose how we respond to challenges and setbacks. Rather than reacting impulsively or succumbing to negativity, we can respond with intention and wisdom. By cultivating self-awareness and discipline, we can make choices aligned with our values and long-term goals. Furthermore, our values and virtues are entirely within our control. We can choose to cultivate qualities such as kindness, compassion, integrity, and perseverance. These virtues shape our character and guide our actions, allowing us to navigate life with integrity and purpose. Focusing on what we can influence requires a shift in mindset. It means letting go of attachment to outcomes that are beyond our control and embracing the present moment. It involves accepting the reality of situations we cannot change and directing our energy towards areas where we can make a difference. This lesson has profound implications for our lives. When we focus on what we can influence, we become less reactive to external events. We free ourselves from the burden of trying to control the uncontrollable, allowing us to experience more peace and serenity. We become more proactive, channeling our energy towards productive actions that align with our values and goals. In practical terms, focusing on what we can influence helps us prioritize our efforts. It allows us to allocate our limited time and resources to areas where we can have the most significant impact. By letting go of concerns beyond our control, we conserve valuable mental and emotional energy, which can be directed towards personal growth, relationships, and pursuits that truly matter. For instance, imagine you're facing a difficult situation at work. Your boss is making decisions that you disagree with, and it's causing frustration and stress. Instead of fixating on changing your boss's behavior, which is beyond your control, you can focus on what you can influence. You can control your own attitude and response, seeking understanding and open communication with your boss. You can also focus on your own growth and development, honing your skills and seeking opportunities for advancement. In conclusion, the lesson of focusing on what we can influence is a powerful tool for maintaining mental toughness in Stoicism. By recognizing that external events are largely outside our control, we redirect our attention and energy towards our attitudes, actions, and values. This shift in mindset empowers us to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience, adaptability, and inner peace. By practicing this lesson, we can cultivate a sense of agency and purpose, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Lesson 4. Accept the unavoidable. In Stoicism, one of the core teachings is the acceptance of the inevitable hardships, disappointments, and losses that life brings. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, emphasized the importance of acknowledging and accepting these challenges as part of the human experience. By embracing the unavoidable, we can find strength, resilience, and a deeper sense of inner peace. Life is filled with ups and downs, and while we may strive for a smooth and trouble-free existence, it is unrealistic to expect such a life. Difficulties and setbacks are an inherent part of the human condition. It could be the loss of a loved one, a health issue, a financial setback, or any other unforeseen circumstance that tests our resolve. While we may not have control over these external events, we do have control over these external events. We do have control over how we respond to them. Acceptance does not mean resignation or passivity. It is not about giving up or surrendering to fate. Instead, it is about acknowledging the reality of a situation and finding the strength to navigate through it with grace and resilience. It is about embracing the truth that life is unpredictable and constantly changing. and that our ability to adapt and find meaning in challenging times is crucial for our well-being. When we resist or deny the unavoidable, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. We might get caught up in feelings of anger, frustration, or bitterness, which only serve to prolong our pain. By accepting the things we cannot change, we free ourselves from the burden of resistance and open up space for healing and growth. Acceptance is an active choice. It requires conscious effort and a willingness to confront difficult emotions head on. It means allowing ourselves to feel the pain, grief, or disappointment associated with a challenging situation without getting lost in it. By embracing these emotions and working through them, we can move towards a place of healing and acceptance. Marcus Aurelius understood the importance of accepting what is beyond our control. In his book Meditations he wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. For let thy efforts be directed to the doing of things which fall within thy power and thy sphere." By redirecting our focus and energy towards the things we can control, our attitudes, actions, and values, we empower ourselves to respond in a way that aligns with our principles and contributes to our well-being. We can choose to cultivate gratitude for what we have, rather than dwelling on what we lack. We can choose to find meaning and purpose despite the pain, seeking opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Accepting the unavoidable also involves recognizing the impermanence of life. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that everything is transient and subject to change. By embracing this truth, we develop a deeper appreciation for the present moment and a greater capacity to let go of attachment to outcomes. This allows us to find peace and contentment in the midst of life's uncertainties. In conclusion, the lesson of accepting the unavoidable is a powerful one in Stoicism. It encourages us to confront life's challenges with courage, resilience, and a sense of inner peace. By accepting the things beyond our control, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and open up space for growth and transformation. Through acceptance, we can navigate life's inevitable hardships with grace, finding strength in the face of adversity and cultivating a mindset of enduring resilience. Lesson 5. Find joy in simplicity. In our modern society, we are often bombarded with messages that equate happiness with material possessions, achievements, and external validation. However, Stoicism teaches us that true contentment lies in finding joy in simplicity and cultivating gratitude for the simple pleasures of life. This lesson encourages us to detach ourselves from the constant pursuit of material wealth and instead focus on nourishing our inner selves. The Stoics understood that external circumstances are fleeting and beyond our control. Therefore, they emphasized the importance of finding happiness within ourselves, independent of external factors. By shifting our focus from external achievements to internal contentment, we can develop a deep sense of fulfillment that is not reliant on fleeting circumstances. To find joy in simplicity, we must learn to appreciate and be grateful for the small things that bring us happiness. It could be as simple as a warm cup of tea, a beautiful sunset, or a heartfelt conversation with a loved one. When we cultivate gratitude for these everyday moments, we develop a greater appreciation for life itself. One of the key principles of Stoicism is the practice of negative visualization. This involves imagining the loss or absence of the things we often take for granted. By contemplating the impermanence of our possessions, relationships, and even life itself, we can develop a deeper appreciation for what we have in the present moment. This practice helps us avoid taking things for granted and fosters a sense of gratitude and contentment. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This quote encapsulates the essence of finding joy in simplicity. It reminds us to focus on what we have rather than what we lack, and to find contentment in the abundance that already exists in our lives. By actively seeking simplicity, we can also free ourselves from the constant pursuit of material possessions. Consumerism often leads to a never-ending cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. Stoicism teaches us to detach ourselves from these desires and instead find fulfillment in the present moment. This doesn't mean we can't pursue our goals or enjoy material comforts, but rather that we shouldn't rely on them for our happiness. When we find joy in simplicity, we become less attached to external circumstances and more resilient in the face of adversity. Stoicism emphasizes the power of our own thoughts and attitudes, reminding us that our happiness is ultimately determined by our internal state of mind. By cultivating a mindset that finds contentment in simplicity, we can maintain mental toughness even when faced with challenging situations. In conclusion, finding joy in simplicity is a powerful lesson from Stoicism that can significantly impact our lives. It encourages us to shift our focus from external achievements to internal contentment, fostering gratitude for the small pleasures of life. By detaching ourselves from the constant pursuit of material wealth and finding fulfillment within ourselves, we can develop a deep sense of resilience and inner peace. So, let us embrace the wisdom of finding joy in simplicity and cultivate a mindset that appreciates the beauty of life's simple pleasures. Lesson 6. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is a fundamental aspect of Stoic philosophy and plays a crucial role in maintaining mental toughness. It is the ability to resist immediate temptations and impulses in favor of long-term goals and values. By practicing self-control and discipline, we can develop resilience, strengthen our willpower, and make progress towards our desired outcome. In our modern world, we are constantly bombarded with distractions and instant gratification. We live in an age of convenience, where everything is readily available at our fingertips. This can make it challenging to exercise self-discipline and delay immediate pleasures for the sake of long-term benefits. However, Stoicism teaches us that true fulfillment and happiness lie in the pursuit of virtue and personal growth, rather than in the fleeting pleasures of the moment. By cultivating self-discipline, we align our actions with our values and prioritize what truly matters. To practice self-discipline, we must first identify our long-term goals and values. What do we truly want to achieve in life? What virtues do we want to embody? By clearly defining our objectives, we create a roadmap for our actions and decisions. Once our goals are established, we need to resist the allure of instant gratification. This requires developing the ability to delay gratification and make choices that align with our long-term objectives. It means saying no to short-term pleasures that may hinder our progress or distract us from our path. Self-discipline also involves creating healthy habits and routines. By implementing consistent practices, we reduce the reliance on willpower alone. For example, if our goal is to improve our physical fitness, we can establish a regular exercise routine and commit to it, regardless of external circumstances or momentary feelings of laziness. It's important to remember that self-discipline is not about being rigid or denying ourselves of all enjoyment in life. It is about making conscious choices and finding a balance between short-term pleasures and long-term fulfillment. Stoics believe in enjoying life's pleasures, but without becoming slaves to them. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasized the importance of self-discipline when he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By recognizing that we have control over our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we can develop the discipline to respond to situations in ways that align with our values rather than being swayed by external circumstances. Practicing self-discipline also helps in developing resilience and perseverance. It allows us to overcome obstacles and setbacks, as we have developed the mental fortitude to stay focused on our long-term goal. It helps us push through challenges, maintain our motivation, and stay committed to our chosen path. Furthermore, self-discipline fosters self-confidence and self-esteem. When we consistently make choices that align with our values, we develop a sense of integrity and self-assurance. We know that we have the power to control our actions and make decisions that are in line with our principles. This confidence and belief in our abilities strengthen our mental resilience and help us face life's difficulties with courage. In conclusion, practicing self-discipline is a key lesson in Stoicism for maintaining mental toughness. It involves resisting immediate temptations, aligning our actions with our values, and prioritizing long-term goals over short-term pleasures. By cultivating self-discipline, we develop resilience, strengthen our willpower, and make progress towards a life of virtue and fulfillment. It is through self-discipline that we gain control over our minds and find the strength to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and resilience. Lesson 7. Embrace change as an opportunity. In Stoicism, one of the fundamental principles is recognizing the inherent nature of change and impermanence in life. Lesson 7 teaches us to embrace change as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Rather than fearing or resisting change, Stoics encourage us to view it as a natural part of our journey and an avenue for personal development. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, believed that change is an essential aspect of life. He wrote in his Meditations, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This perspective challenges us to adopt a mindset that not only accepts change, but also seeks to find meaning and purpose within it. In our modern lives, change is a constant companion. We experience changes in our careers, relationships, health, and even within ourselves. Often, we resist change because it disrupts our routines, challenges our comfort zones, and introduces uncertainty. However, by embracing change, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities for growth. To truly embrace change, we must first recognize that it is beyond our control. We cannot prevent or halt the passage of time, nor can we control external circumstances. However, we have complete control over how we respond to change and the mindset we adopt. When we resist change, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. We cling to what was and yearn for a sense of permanence. But when we approach change with a Stoic perspective, we shift our focus from what we cannot control to what we can control: our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. Embracing change as an opportunity means cultivating a mindset of curiosity, adaptability, and resilience. It requires us to let go of our attachment to the past and embrace the present moment. Instead of lamenting over what was lost or longing for what could have been, we redirect our energy towards exploring the new possibilities that change brings. Change can be especially challenging when it comes unexpectedly or in the form of adversity. However, it is during these times that embracing change becomes even more crucial. Stoics encourage us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. They teach us to develop the inner strength required to confront difficulties head-on, rather than shrinking away or becoming overwhelmed. By embracing change, we expand our capacity for personal development and self-improvement. We learn to adapt to new circumstances, acquire new skills, and explore different paths. Change pushes us out of our comfort zones and encourages us to confront our fears and limitations. It is through this process that we discover hidden strengths and resilience within ourselves. Furthermore, embracing change allows us to develop a sense of detachment from external outcomes. Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on what is within our control, rather than being consumed by external circumstances. By embracing change, we shift our focus from external achievements and outcomes to our inner values and virtue. In conclusion, Lesson 7 in maintaining mental toughness in Stoicism teaches us to embrace change as an opportunity for growth and transformation. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we learn to accept the inevitability of change and find meaning within it. Embracing change allows us to cultivate curiosity, adaptability, and resilience, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with strength and clarity. By staying stoic and embracing change, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences, ultimately leading to personal growth and a more fulfilling life.